I was off duty. I was preparing to go to a relative's house. So I went out to start my vehicle, and I could smell of smoke in the area. I went back inside, got my 2 daughters, brought them out to the car, set them up in the car, and I looked over to my neighbor's yard. I noticed that there was a fire in a mobile home from my elderly neighbor a couple houses over. I proceeded to head over to the area, going through my neighbor's yard, trying to call 911, which the call did not go through. I noticed him in his house. He was about to go on duty. He's a lieutenant in my town. So I went in the house and explained to him what was going on and asked him to call 911. After I told my neighbor to call 911, I heard 2 very loud explosions, and I proceeded over about 100 yards down the street to the area where there was visible fire. There was fire coming out of the windows, and I knew for sure when I got onto the property, if I didn't see him, he could possibly be inside, and I was trying to figure out what I needed to do to possibly maybe get him out. I proceeded up to the mobile home, went around the left side, didn't see anything. Went around the right side, that's when I noticed him in the doorway. So when I noticed him that he's in the doorway and he's trying to go back in, I noticed that there's flames coming out of the doorway up top, a lot of black smoke, just a lot of heat. And at that point I noticed his jacket was burning, his face was burnt, his hands were burnt. I said, "Don, I don't want you to get hurt, and I don't want to get hurt." And he said, "I don't want to lose all my things, and I don't want you to get hurt." And he told me to go back to the street, and I said, "I'm not leaving you here." With my 15 years of experience as a corrections officer, it's all you do is de-escalate situations. At that point, I was trying to figure out a way to talk to this gentleman that possibly just lost everything he owns. So as I'm moving my neighbor away from the mobile home, I noticed my other neighbor, who's a lieutenant in town, that he was running over to the area, and I explained to him that I needed some help moving, Don is his name, away from the fire, which at that point he said he's on his way, and he ran over and helped me talk to him a little bit more and encouraged him to go to the street so he could get medical attention once the fire personnel showed up.
Officer Mullin is one of our very best corrections officers here at the Middlesex Sheriff's Office. He uses his training and professionalism, but he always has a place for compassion. I think that's something that played out here. While many might have run from a scene like that with a fully engulfed fire and propane tanks exploding, Officer Mullin knew that there was a gentleman that was very vulnerable that was inside that trailer, and he ran in at his own risk to be able to save that individual. That does not surprise me at all. On behalf of the entire Middlesex Sheriff's Office, I offer Officer Mullin our congratulations for a job well done.
I would do exactly what I did again, knowing I helped them out, and I got there faster than anybody else in the area could have got there, because who knows, a minute later, it could have been completely different. We just don't know that. And I would have reacted the same way.